5 seconds remaining.
Now, Nat, you have your camera.
I do.
Okay, let's sort that.
Come on.
Radiant team ban.
Right, ready to.
Just being able to see one of Tim's cheeks on that flag flapping about put me off.
I love that. Like, it looks like Rich's head is growing out of his back. Facing a different way.
Yeah.
He had no
It's
idea
like
the photo.
Professor Quirrell and Voldemort.
He had no idea what was
5
going on.
seconds remaining.
I miss those lands so much. They were a lot of fun.
Yes.
Dire team ban.
I remember when we attended the lands back when we were at uni. There were always the old boys. Maybe had left uni 4 or 5 years ago, and we look at them like they're the old boys.
Radiant team
Now we're the
ban.
old boys, but now
Yeah.
we're even old. We're so old that we're like the old boys now.
Ugh.
Dire team
Yeah,
ban.
it's pretty sad. But anyway, apparently Spirit Breaker's been pretty popular in as well. Is that true?
He's OP as shit. The
Oh,
Ags
cutting
on
out. Ooh, better
him
change.
is very good. So he's getting prioritized a lot.
Is he?
10 seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
Oh,
Radiant
I hope
team
my
pick.
mic isn't cutting out. It's oh, I wonder if it's the Windows setting. Sometimes the Windows settings randomly mess themselves up for absolute Windows, you know? You on Windows 11 or not yet?
I don't think so. Windows 10. Just a measly peasant.
5 seconds
Right, let's
remaining.
fix my microphone. Yeah, it put there we go. That's going to be a lot louder for everyone. I don't know why, but my
I could hear you fine.
but
Dire
my
team
my
pick.
microphone Windows setting every now and then just randomly goes down loads. Like it was on 71 out of 100. I didn't touch it. I don't know what has the ability to change that, but anyway, yeah. Hopefully my voice is at the right
yeah.
level now. So that should be fine. It goes up
10
to 100%.
seconds
Okay,
remaining.
well I get the opposite problem. Ogre first pick seems to be quite popular in the in-houses these days.
Yeah, I think it's been like that way like 5 in a row or something.
We had a massive streak back in the BVGS days where Ogre was picked every single game, and then it disappeared, and now it's come back again. So, yeah, I'm not sure what's causing Ogre, but he's such a good hero. You can't go wrong with him.
Yeah. Same with Sand King as well.
Team pick.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Weaver this game. He's been picked so much in DPC.
Do you know what
You can play
builds
him
they
1
go?
or 4. Well, you can play 1 or 4 really.
But
Doesn't
what is
matter,
the
but I think you just go the Ags.
for 4? I
Okay.
understand. Even though they nerfed it again, now I think it's got like 500 cast range or something, so you have to go pretty close to your target. But what about the core builds? Is
5
it like
seconds
Maelstrom? Is it
remaining.
Mjolnir? Is it Midas? Is it
I'm
Desolator?
sure I would always go Maelstrom, to be honest.
Hmm.
Because Maelstrom's just such a good item at the moment. It's definitely the item of the patch for carries.
Yeah, under 3k gold,
Um,
24 damage.
I mean,
big magic
like
damage.
the fact that PAs were building Maelstrom tells you everything you need to know,
Yeah.
really.
A hero who just wants to do big crits buying an item which
Yeah.
does a magic damage proc, which is
Yeah.
yeah. I do agree, but it's a cheap Battle Fury kind of. So obviously it's not quite got the power of Battle Fury. We're not going to see anti-mages going Maelstrom. I don't think that would be
I hope not.
that would be quite weird. Yeah, I mean, there's always room for new builds. Do you remember the Vanguard anti-mage that randomly came back for a very, very tiny window
Yeah,
for no reason whatsoever? Oh, I've
I
received
enjoy playing that.
Choo Choo Hype Love one. Oh, I've received a new emote. Nice. Cool, we can enjoy that. Dawnbreaker, okay. Don't know what I feel about Dawnbreaker. That hero was really cool when she was released, and she just disappeared, and no one ever saw her again.
Yeah, I think she just is not on like a good enough level at the moment. Although she does get played a reasonable amount. I think the only way to play her is the Ags build, really.
It's very strong, the Ags. It does a lot of things, like go in the air quicker, stay in the air for longer,
10
land
seconds
quicker,
remaining.
more healing, more damage, evasion.
60% evasion.
It does a lot of
That's
things,
ridiculous,
doesn't it? It's kind of like, oh, this Ags isn't quite strong enough. You know, if you read Ag shards that do like 60 things at once, like, oh, and reduce the cooldown, oh, and more damage,
Yeah,
because they couldn't balance them.
Dire team
Yeah.
ban.
So lots of interesting bans at the moment. Not just all cores this time. We've got some offlaners being banned, as well as some supports, which I quite like to see. That's do you know
Yeah, I
what?
think
They've banned the counters to Dawnbreaker. That's it.
10
yeah,
seconds remaining.
or the Legion. They maybe don't want the Legion
5 seconds
Dawnbreaker
remaining.
combo. which I
True.
personally I don't think would be a good
No.
pick for them this game. But
Have you played Dawnbreaker?
I think I've played one game with Dawnbreaker.
Okay. Having to play Dawnbreaker against either Nyx or Silencer is such a pain. It's the worst experience ever. Silencer, you ult's just gone. Doesn't matter where you are. And then Nyx, you just get stunned by Spike Carapace immediately. You don't go anywhere. It's just the worst thing ever. Interesting that they're really protecting the Dawnbreaker, even though it's only... I mean, potentially could be a pos 4 or 5, but I think... Is Dave playing?
No.
No. Okay. He's a big fan of that Dawnbreaker pos 1 build, which is quite popular because you dominate the lane because the hero's got the greatest lane stage of any hero. Get early Radiance, then just be like some really tanky, durable core. I actually quite like the idea. It always worked out well when I played it with him. Anyway, we'll see what gets picked next. What are we looking for? Support?
Yeah, I would say a support with a little bit of, burst damage. They've
Who's
got
that?
your Hero, your Sand King, which do kind of damage over time, poke. Obviously, the Epicenter does a lot. I'd maybe looking for like a Rubik. Be nice because Ogre and Dawnbreaker have nice spells to steal.
The hammer does a lot for Rubik. Yeah, big damage and slow. You can steal Dawnbreaker's ult fairly quickly, fairly easily. She lands, you just yoink it off her. Well, you had great protection there.
There you go.
And obviously Ogre spells are just raw amounts of magic damage and stun, which Rubik immediately benefits from and amplifies, and you can never go wrong with Bloodlust either, so yeah. Shame you can't steal multicast off him, so you can never do like a multi Fire Blast, but yeah, they're not bad to take.
That would be alright.
Can you steal Fire Shield? I'm guessing you can, right?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, okay. It's not a bad spell, but it's better with
You
multicast.
can steal pretty much every shard if it's like a separate spell.
So like Kunka's one, that's no problem.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, yeah.
Wind Ranger.
Oh, that's a nice one. Does it go? The Arcana had like all these green effects for Rubik. Do they?
I don't think they've updated that since it came out.
Okay,
and I doubt
so
they
no
will.
big green tidal wave or.
No,
That's a
sadly
shame.
not.
Okay, well, we'll see what they respond to. They're thinking quite hard, the flying circus, as they are. They're using a lot of reserve time. Just for the third pick, they've not picked any, potentially any cores, depends whether they're on Dawn. Now it makes you think Dawn's going to be a 4.
Yeah, it will be, 100%.
Even though they picked 2 heroes, just 2 bans just to protect it. So they really want to get that Dawnbreaker ult off.
Yeah. I don't like that so much. I think the Nyx, I think that's a good ban, but the Silencer I wouldn't have worried about so much. It's actually quite rare that you'll get your ult cancelled, and if he's saving his global just for your ult, then you can just stand in the fight and fight the whole fight, and they don't have global. Like, they just don't, they can't use it.
That is what happened last game I played Enigma. I was playing Enigma against the Silencer, or one of the games, and the Silencer had to ult. He couldn't just save it for Black Hole. And then I was like, oh cool, I'll Black Hole. Like, Silencer's got to be proactive with his ult, otherwise he's a hero not using his ult. Yeah. Or I'd Black Hole anyway, he'd global silence, but 1.5 seconds was still enough to win the team fight. So yeah, you just have to go in and use it. And Gyrocopter? I mean, I know it's a hero you've played a lot.
Love me some Gyro.
I mean, built-in farming mechanic, it's like playing a Luna with a better early game. So
yeah. He really enjoys having the Bloodlust from Ogre, as most carries do.
Move speed and attack speed, definitely nice, yeah. Arena with Gyro and Dawnbreaker ult. Yeah, there's a lot of circles in this game. Big circle team.
Yeah.
Don't get trapped.
I mean, there's a lot of team fight on both teams at the moment. That's a good pick.
That's good against Gyro and Mars. Gyro has no way to stop Omni Slash, apart from like E-blading himself, maybe. And obviously Mars, you can just spin out of the arena. You can kill Mars very easily just by spinning on him in the laning stage. Mars can't do anything. I've just played Mars against Juggernaut in a recent game. It's really a difficult combo to play into. Like Juggernaut Jakiro, where you're slowed for 5 seconds, Jakiro's slow is, and I don't think it tapers. I think it's just 5 seconds of maximum slow, plus a lot of magic damage, plus Juggernaut. That is a very scary lane.
Yeah, and I just think as a Gyro, you're never really going to kill a Jug, because he either spin away and he'll dodge your missile and he'll dodge all your magic damage, or if he's standing hitting you, A, he's going to hit harder than you, and B, if he's got his ult up, he'll rinse you. All your health.
Juggernaut's right-click DPS is one of the highest in the game, even at level 1, because his attack speed is so high. I think he's second highest in the game.
I think he's number 1 for level 1. but then I'm
Number
not sure
one
how
is
it scales.
actually Treant, because Treant might attack slowly, but he has 91 damage. So actually,
Yeah.
Treant's still level 1 best DPS. Then it's Jug, because he can get 2 last hits or 2 right clicks in the time most heroes get 1. It's almost that quick.
So nice.
Yeah, and obviously, yeah, Gyro will struggle to fight him in the late game. But then Gyro has this massive AoE damage, which Juggernaut doesn't bring to the table. So yeah, there's swings and roundabouts. We'll see if the Juggernaut goes the standard Maelstrom build, but I'm guessing yes.
We need to see a bit of pace from the Radiance lineup. I think they're really slow right now, so
Okay.
hoping to pick up a mid laner like Storm or Puck.
Well, I was going to say Quat, but it got banned immediately then.
Yeah.
Puck is... They have a lot of lockdown already. Do you not feel like they need someone just who can put out some more damage? I was thinking Void Spirit, but they banned it anyway.
Yeah,
and
Void
Kunkka.
Spirit would have been nice.
And
Ember
Kunkka they banned,
maybe.
yeah. Ember's
potentially,
okay,
could
yeah.
do.
Ember can do a lot of damage.
Ember does well against Jug.
Yes.
Although unfortunately,
5 seconds remaining.
the amount of lockdown they have on the Sankin Jakiro Rubik,
There's a lot of lockdown.
you will get found out quite easily, I
And
think.
they have the option to get even more lockdown with their last pick, so yeah, it's quite scary for a hero who relies on mobility. But you're right, they need someone quite fast, and there's only 10 seconds left, so I hope they've got someone in their eyes. You talked about the spirit
More
heroes.
playing.
2 seconds,
Dire team
and
pick.
they go with Puck. Okay. Silence
I
is
like
good.
that.
It's good against all those heroes. It's just more team fight, I suppose. Puck's damage is always reasonably high, maybe not the same as some heroes, but it's still decent.
Yeah, I'm
Which
just
blade?
thinking who they can go
10
now as
seconds
Dire, because I think there's probably quite a lot of options.
I wonder
5
what I would be
seconds
considering.
remaining.
They could even. I think they should take Ember really if they have an Ember. Player.
Ember is very... I mean, Puck's good against Ember, but then Ember's good against Puck. It's a weird kind of matchup. Puck's 0 base armor. It's really nasty. You start... what is it called? Blightstone Ember. You just max Sleight of Fist. Puck loses like a third health every time he presses W. It is very annoying to play against. So, I had that matchup recently as well. It's hard for Puck.
Yeah, it really is.
But then you ult him and he can't go anywhere. So that's also nice. I don't know who else is good. Zeus obviously provides a lot of damage. They have a lot of damage on the Dire team anyway. They don't need even more.
They
I don't
actually
think.
need like a little bit of a kind of tanky guy because
Agnes mid would
the
work.
Radiant is just going to out-sustain them quite a lot. Yeah, Mag mid.
Good for
It
Jug.
is.
Good more team fight. Yeah, it works for
Yeah,
Jakiro. I quite like it. It's tanky, which he said is what they need. Well, they did go for a different
your
tanky
hero.
hero. Not a hero I particularly like mid as much as I used to. But Ollie is a big fan of Dragon Knight mid. He's played it very well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a tanky hero. He gets Blink first. He'll get it at about 10, 11, 12 minutes. And then just run around stunning people for an amount of time that was nerfed, but still is pretty strong.
Yeah, it's nice.
I think it's
I think-
3.2 seconds, 3.25. I don't know. It's quite long.
I think Dire have the most like bot game heroes I've ever seen.
Do you mean
Just
by
like
bot game?
well, like what do bots pick? They pick fucking Jakiro, they pick Sanking, they pick Jug, and they pick DK.
Pretty standard lineup. It's we hit hard
Yeah.
and we have stuns. Let's win.
Basic heroes.
Yeah.
Old classic Dota heroes.
I would probably bet on that team if I had to bet on anyone either, just because it's a safe pick and the safe teams tend to do well. So,
Ah,
but we'll see. I mean, the Radiant lineup, you could have a Gyro who farms really heavily. You've got great
Yeah, I
team fight
just-
initiation.
I don't know if they have enough damage on Radiant. It depends. Oh, it does all depend on how well that Gyro does. Because for him to kill DK and Jug in one fight will be very hard.
Yeah, exactly. Bursting
But I guess
Juggernaut.
Dawnbreaker
easy.
does a lot of damage as opposed for.
Dawnbreaker does do a lot of damage, but bursting a Juggernaut is not always that simple. And I'm guessing Sanking a Dragon Knight, you've got tanky front line. They have to get past them. Then Dawnbreaker's ult, it does a lot of healing. We are going to see Dawnbreaker in the POS 4 role. Our drafter is a dog gamer, god gamer. Okay, that was obviously intentional, wasn't it, Ollie? Don't even pretend for a second it wasn't.
If I go in, I might die. If I go in, I might die.
What on earth is that? Is that Bulldog?
I'm muting Drella.
You buy the Alliance pack just for the Bulldog lines. I hate that.
Manner of conduct.
Stings, don't it?
I've not seen any of those. I've never bought one of those voice packs. I didn't buy any of the caster lines either.
I bought a couple of caster lines. I didn't buy any team voice packs.
I don't know which caster lines are the best. Dendy's one is the best, actually.
For good and all.
You have to go under Russian talent though to look for it, even though it's an English voice line. I hate the action selects one. That really annoys me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, I bought that one.
Of course.
Of course.
Well, we're trying for a kill on Tim in the bot lane. He's already used Ignite, and Veteran hasn't leveled a skill yet. What did you level first on the Gyro, the Missile or the Barrage?
I like to go for the Barrage. Well, I kind of just don't level until I really need to, because it's very kind of dependent on if you're fighting for runes or not.
The
But I
Missile
think
is
both
good,
work,
isn't it?
honestly. I think both work really well.
Missile is 100 damage at level 1. And
Yeah,
Sanking
it's
doesn't
so
have
much.
doesn't have Sandstorm, because they know they use Burrow Strike to try and kill Tim.
It's
So I
also
would just use it.
2.25 second stun, which is huge for a level 1 spell.
That is a very, very strong level 1 spell. No wonder people
Yeah.
keep it at 1 point. That
It's
makes
the
it super
same
strong.
as like DK stun, but it does more damage.
Oh, I like the Christmassy sort of background that's going on in Ollie's room. Nice one, Megan. That's cool. I need to get my own Christmassy sort of lights up.
My parents put all mine up when I was away, so I didn't
well.
get involved.
That is nice when your parents sort things out for you.
Yeah, I know. Like a child.
Yeah. My family aren't super into Christmas, so we put up some sort
Wow.
of simple
I'm
lighting.
not super into Christmas.
Oh, you're not? Fair enough.
Nah.
But we always put up a little bit of lighting just outside.
Yeah.
'Cause that's always nice.
Oh, we don't do anything. Not outside the house. We're not like that.
Oh, bit of an attempt on Veteran in the bot lane. Roids and Noodles, do they have the right clicks? They fire out the missile. He actually rocket barrages as well. He's scared. This is a level 1 Sanking and a level 1 Rubik who only has Fade Bolt doing 100 damage, yet they still put a lot of pain onto Veteran.
Yeah, it seems like Royce has used a lot of his mana to put that pressure on the Gyro.
He's holding a Mango. Mango is instant 100 mana, which is basically a Burrow Strike. Look at Tim. He doesn't care. Yeah, Ollie and Megan doing a little wiggle. Very nice. So lane's pretty standard at the moment. Not a lot to talk about. Very, very slight leads happening. Gyro struggling a little bit. Oh, never mind. As soon as I look bot lane, he nearly dies. Tough lane for him.
Yeah, they don't have a Sal as well. Tim salved them, but it got cancelled by Dredder with the Fade Bolt, so...
I was going to
Some
say Iron
wild
Branch it.
of that.
Yeah, Iron Branch it.
To retract your last move.
The Iron Branch doubles the duration, doesn't it? Not the intensity, as far as I'm aware. The tooltip's quite misleading. It says doubles the healing amount, but it doesn't say whether it's over time or, you know, per second. But yeah, it just means you have a very, 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 very long tango, is what actually happens.
Yeah.
It's not really that much tango if you think about it. 7 health regen, whereas a Ring of Health gives 6.5. A Ring of Health is nearly a permanent tango. I mean, it's insane how much the item's been buffed over the years.
Yeah.
Very, very strong.
But tangos are the most OP item in the game.
No, they're the most essential item in the game.
Yeah.
You couldn't really play Dota without tangos, or it would just be people sitting in the corner waiting for salves.
Nerf
I suppose.
tangos.
I don't know if
I
tangos
wonder
have
what-
been buffed or nerfed over the years.
They used to be, so there was a time where they were like 4-1, weren't there?
Royd is in a lot of trouble. And by a lot of trouble, I mean, I think he's dead. I mean, nice telekinesis, but Royd's still going to go down. Tim claims the first blood with the Fire Blast. Veteran completely out of mana on Gyrocopter. Despite Gyro having quite a large mana pool, he's managed to use it all up. Noodles randomly runs into lane for no reason. But he'll be okay. See what's going on mid. And nothing's going to happen mid, is it? That's why I like playing Dragon Knight. If I need to play mid but I'm not in the mood, it's like for anything difficult, you just play Dragon Knight. No one's ever killing you, so... Double
I don't like
bracer,
the fact
what?
you can go bottle, to be honest.
I would have gone bottle or soul ring.
Yeah.
He is going soul ring. He's going double bracer soul ring. I mean, why does it need to be that tanky in the early game? They can't bring that veteran.
Going on jug top. Right, never mind.
I haven't really looked at the top lane. Oh, it doesn't quite get the third Starbreaker slash. It is very slow. I think you move forward at, what, 200 speed? 215 move speed, which is terrible.
Was that smart?
Oh no, does Wobber just miss the breath? He actually gets one part of the breath. Oh, the spear lands. But he lives. Joe is okay. How much damage does the spear do at level 2? 175. Very close. Yeah, that's a weird thing about Jakira, isn't it? You can hit one part of the dual breath, but without hitting the other. Fires another spear. That wasn't going to get a kill anyway because they had the healing ward up. I think Wobber should have just waited for level 3 because it doubles the power of dual breath.
Yeah.
So I think I would have been...
Was that smart?
That's what I think.
Mana a little bit.
Yeah, I think if you're heading towards 3, you tend to save mana and then spam your spells at level 3. Oh my god, that voice line's horrible.
It's just Bulldog things.
Bulldog still being relevant, eh?
Really.
I don't think he needed to spear for that last set. I think he could have just walked in, but I guess he's playing safe against Juggernaut Jakira, which is clever, because they're a very deadly combo.
Yeah, I think if he walks in right there, could have died.
Breck's gonna go on, and Brex doesn't have mana for both his spells. 200 mana, which is over half your mana to use the Celestial Hammer Starbreaker. It's expensive. He has a full wand. Guess it's okay against Jakira. He does cast the spells quite a lot. Not a lot happening at the moment. Very passive game. Ollie does the right thing by immediately casting his ultimate. Hopefully trying to do some tower damage. You know, Elder Dragon Form is 100 pure damage per right click. It's a lot of damage, that.
The basic.
Yeah. You become ranged as well, which obviously is a benefit. I think it gives move speed. Yeah, 25 move speed as well, for some reason. But they did get a kill on Veteran, so a bit of revenge in the bot lane. And he is struggling on last hits, but so is the Sand King. It means neither of them have been farming there. But that benefits the Sand King more than it does the Shiro.
For sure. But also, the Mars is out farming the Jug, so he's not having an easy lane at all. They've spent a lot of money on...
Yeah, just spin on the
Was
Mars.
that smart?
Oh, the spear, but it does not connect. Wobber's in a bit of trouble anyway, though. One more right click. Oh, Juggernaut's getting the double damage here. He decides to go for Brex instead, but that's still going to be a nice
Could have
kill.
gone for the Mars there.
Yeah, I thought so, but I guess he made a split-second decision, and he knew it was a guaranteed kill. And they managed to get another kill in the bot lane, this time on Tim. So Roids has to go back to base. Oh, and there's a kill in mid with the double damage rune. I was going to say, how on earth do you kill a Dragon Knight with double Bracer Soul Ring?
Was that smart?
But, well, we found out how. Double damage rune.
Hadn't bought the raindrops before he got gone on.
Yeah, Raindrop's very nice against Puck.
Yeah, super good. Pretty much can't die.
They're just a great item, Raindrops. Do cost you a bit of money, but you always need a bit of mana regen, so
They're so worth it.
they are so worth it, yeah. 6 charges takes quite a long time to lose anyway. Ooh, a big stack coming out here. But backwards hello, he actually gets level 6 from the D ward, which I think is quite funny. And now he's just going to immediately kill Wobber. Or, yeah, he waits very patiently to use his spear, but there will be a kill. But in the bot lane, they get another kill on Roids, who's now on a killing spree. I mean, Rubik, Sand King, Fade Bolt hits pretty hard, 250 damage, and then Sand King hits pretty hard. So, yeah,
Yeah.
not bad. Straightforward
Throw them
combo.
back into the center of the sandstorm as well.
And he is maxing the Sandstorm. Veteran drops his ultimate. He's in a bit of trouble here. We just about live. Yeah, the Sandstorm hits really hard. 70 damage per second. I mean, if you're in that for 3 seconds, 210 damage. And that's not, you know, that unfeasible when you've got telekinesis.
Some quick maths.
Yeah. The telekinesis rank 2. He didn't go for Arcane Supremacy, which you tend to see on Rubik's. But I guess he wanted the, I don't know, lower cooldown, longer lift duration.
Invisibility.
The Radiant's bottom tower has seen better days.
5 heroes in the Ancient. No, I like the team with the Immortals, actually. A bit better. Backwards hello, in a bit of trouble. Oh, doesn't go Omni, just runs in with the spin first. Obviously, God's Rebuke does very little to Juggernaut. When you're spinning, you see how hard it is for Mars to do anything. You can't even arena. You just have to die.
Yeah.
So that's a nice kill for the Juggernaut. And so Joe will be happy with that. Going Battle Fury, Phase Boots first, then a Wand, then a Infused Raindrops, and then Battle Fury.
Was that smart?
So late Battle Fury Tim gets killed in the bot lane. It looks like Roids has dropped the Epicenter. Noodle's also level 6, rank 2 Ignite. And oh, Wobber managed to find Breck somehow. I don't know how he found him there, but
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
They're
We're going all in
yeah.
mid lane. Yeah, he's quite tanky. Gets the stun. The leash is still there. Oh, stun into the wall. Will go down. Didn't even need the God's Rebuke. Yeah, that's... oh, yeah, I mean, Dream Core, hold Dragonite in place. Mars has all the time in the world to just walk up. He doesn't even need to rush Blink Dagger this game. And look, he's going Armlet Mars. Sure, why not go for it, you know? You're doing well. Big damage.
Don't like Armor on Mars, but
I'm not a
I'd
big
rather
fan
just get
myself.
Blink and go.
Me too, or Yules. Yules or Blink, one of those two.
I guess you don't really need to do that when you have the puck.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
just thinking.
I'm not sure where I would go. I do quite like Vlad's on Mars, because Lifesteal is really good on him. And Yules is good. I would go Yules against Juggernaut. I did that in a recent game and it was pretty good. Have you noticed how poor the last hitting is from everyone? Not poor in such that they're bad at farming, but just there's been so much fighting, no one is farmed.
Yeah.
No one's even hit 60 last hits. Puck's got a pretty decent net worth, however. 4.6k. Going Witchblade first item, which I think immediately from the draft that was obvious.
Just what I've been waiting.
You go Witchblade on Puck, right? I tend to.
Yeah, I do like to.
Yeah, it just gives you that extra burst damage Puck needs to get a solo kill. You've already got 2 nukes. Just get one more, you know?
It's the third time Ollie's used his ult, and this tower is not even half a G.
Well, you just need to right-click it every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So you need to run up, right-click it, run back, right-click it, run, you know, repeat that. Or die to Mars, who TP's in
I
again.
think you can die to this, yeah.
Nice stun. Ollie's just doing laps of backwards. Hello. This is a spear by...
my
Oh, and this
God.
is the God's
Oh
Rebuke.
my.
Ollie, that is the genius 500 IQ play. And now his team turn up, but it looks like Puck is going to get away on about 1 HP and backwards. Hello. The shame. Completely out-juking. I hope that that's clipped, because that was a immortal Mars, and Ollie dodged both spells by just circling him. Absolutely beautiful. But Tim somehow, level 7 Tim behind the tower, manages to kill a Sand King. I'm not entirely sure how that happened, but well done, Tim. Oh, come on, that's the greed, Tim. That's the greed. That is the greed. And he's going to pay for that with his life.
Didn't even get it.
No, get it now, Tim. Oh, he's burning, he's burning, he's burning. Yeah, he's dead.
Deserves that.
He did. It's a shame after such a good play he ended up with that, but you know, it happens. I've worked out how to play against Mars then, just stand literally melee range of him and you will be fine.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many people just can't hit it. I mean, it's hard to hit.
It's hard to hit God's Rebuke in melee range because it's quite far in front of you, weirdly, that ability. So you have to kind of aim it sideways to hit someone in front of you. It's not that intuitive. And Juggernaut's net worth actually just spikes up to first place, or he's fighting for first place. I hear the epicenter going off, and Roids does manage to find a kill on Veteran. He did have a haste rune. Definitely helps when killing Gyro. Yeah, I like that build. Yeah, but I like just going Soul Ring Blink, or, you know, Arcane Blink. Just as quick as possible Blink on Sand King, because, you know, it's hard to get the ultimate off otherwise. And it's 660 magic damage. It is harder hitting than a Finger of Death. Nice spear. Fair bit of damage there. Oh, Stolen Ignite. Max rank Stolen Ignite. That is going to hurt. 14% spell amp. 10% debuff amp. I don't know how debuff amp works on damage over time spells. Does it make the slow bigger? Does it also increase the damage?
It makes it last longer.
But does it increase the damage? You've got a Dawnbreaker roll going out in the mid lane. He's landed. There's the kill on Ollie and Royd. He didn't have the burst to kill the Puck. They've tried so many times. And Tim is just chasing down Wobber. He's almost got a stun again, but it is only rank 1 stun. Doesn't matter. Double multicast going to be enough. Tim looks like will die to the tower. So Wobber will claim a kill. Or Tim.
No, debuff duration does nothing to the damage.
I didn't think so. Oh, right. Another spin kill in the top lane. Backward slow falling. It's very back and forth this game. Look at the burst damage on the Juggernaut. He just wants to get his ult up, but he can't because he's already used it. 15-second cooldown. And no spin. So, very nice kill. I mean, it's so back and forth. One team gets a few kills, the other team gets a few kills. One team gets a few kills. Now Noodles is dead. Silence for such a long time. And the Rocket will claim it. 4.25 second silence. He went for the silence talent, which I think is probably the correct way to play. Because that is a long silence, 4.25 seconds. Actually insane. Just have a look at the player levels, see if anything stands out. Nope. Puck is a couple levels ahead of everyone else, but then Dire have spot 2, 3, and 4 on the net worth, so it's pretty close. Jug is actually caught up with his Battle Fury quite quick. Only needs to buy the Claymore, then he's done. But not doing too badly. Royd's going travels now. Second item travels on Sand King. Just wants to be everywhere. Oh no, they've silenced the Juggernaut. That is a 4.25 second silence. They didn't even need half of that. And of course, Puck goes straight in for the next kill. Dreamcore. Looks like Stolen Dreamcore went over here, which is an interesting place to put it. But I don't think it really would have mattered, to be honest. So nice couple of kills for the Radiant. Gyro now overtakes Royds. And Ollie has gone first item, Hood of Defiance. He is 0-3-0, struggling a little bit, but I'm saying struggling. He's actually second net worth, despite being in no kills and no assists. He's got the top last hits. Ollie is so good at farming at the moment when he plays mid lane. He just farms.
Well, he had, like, there's nothing really Puck can do to kind of battle that.
Royd's thinking about his ult, doesn't end up using it. Tim just sits still and eventually goes down when they drop a sentry. And now Royd's dropping his ult on Veteran. Veteran instantly TPs out, which was the intelligent play because he's absolutely fine. Does get out.
That
So
would have been a really bad death for him.
So Ollie playing full tank. He's got Treads, Double Brace, the Soul Ring, and Hood of Defiance. So he is as tanky as he could possibly be this early into the game. And now he's going for his Blink Dagger. The stun actually only goes up to 3 seconds on Dragon Tail. It used to be 3.25, but you can't really scoff at a 3-second stun. That's still pretty incredible. Even rank 1 is 2.25, which is long enough. Brex is going to go down. Does get spun on. But there is a tower trade in the bot lane. I always think plus 15 damage is such a pathetic level 10 talent, but I guess it does help.
Yeah. I mean, I hate when level 10 talents are really strong.
Yeah.
I think they should all be, you know.
Zeus's level 10 talent is so necessary, but it's so rubbish. 1.25 mana regen, which is like a Sage's Mask. But you still can't avoid it because you need the mana regen more than you need anything else at that point.
Yeah, that's about the same as Wind Ranger's one as well.
But then I think some heroes have like 2 or 2.5 mana regen at level 10. Like way more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the way they put talents at the moment. I think they're way more balanced than they ever have been. They were a bit obvious before.
Wind Ranger's one of her level 10 talents is like worse than just leveling Shackle Shot. You get less out of it. This is -2 seconds Shackle Shot cooldown, but each level of Shackle does that anyway, and it increases the duration.
Oh, but there are a lot of heroes, and more these days, where you don't take your level 10 talent.
Yeah, which I think is how it should be, to be honest. I like that.
Yeah, like take Mars, for example. Do you really want God's Rebuke slow or Bulwark move speed penalty? You'd rather, I mean, you wait till you've maxed out everything else first, and then you take it at level 11. Sometimes I even just take Bulwark instead. So
yeah,
the other one is Tidehunter. He has Kraken Shell damage threshold and something like Gush slow. I'd rather just level up Gush, to be honest, which I often do. Darkseer had it with Vacuum as well. So lots of heroes who ignore their talents. And Royds has gone straight in. They dropped the Dawnbreaker ult. Does it stop Royds? No, it doesn't. He's got the 1% up, but there's a lot of damage going out. They've dropped the Dreamcore. Magpie goes on top. So hard to see how much damage is going on. Ollie will be fine. Does get the stun to Brex, who then burns to death. Looks like after all of that, the Radiant realised they were losing that and immediately backed out. And I think they're going to find a kill on Tim. Yeah, there's no way he's going to survive this. Glimmered, but still gets spun on.
That's the thing with these, like, Jakiro Sanking stuff. They can kind of just set up a perimeter if they layer their spells in the right places. The Radiant just can't go anywhere near them without taking, you know, 200 damage per second.
Macropire is one of those spells that just zones the team fight, because 110 damage a second isn't a ridiculous amount, but you can't stand in it either, and it adds
also,
up.
like, Mars and Dawnbreaker and Gyro are all kind of heroes that kind of want to stand in the middle of the fight, doing their shit.
Well, did find a kill on Noodles, who's just a little bit out of position, so they get a little bit of revenge. It's very even, the net worth. We're 19 minutes in. Have a look at the graph. It's barely changed. What, the most advantage is 7%? And about 10% win probability ahead of the 50% as well. So very close. Battle Fury on Jug. He is going to be farming faster. But Gyro does farm naturally fast. With the Aghanims as well. First item mags.
Yeah. I was going to say, I would prefer to see a Maelstrom on Gyro before the Axe.
I know you're that kind of player.
it accelerates it so much. You feel so kind of weak before you get the sags. You just can't do anything. Whereas if you just get that Maelstrom first, it means you can turn up to fights and you can farm faster.
The Axe build-up definitely doesn't really do you a lot of favors. You end up with a lot of stats that are fairly expensive, and you don't really you're not keen for 10 int or 200 HP in the early game.
No.
You just want the damage to farm. Yeah, Maelstrom is what, 2,800? I thought Maelstrom was 2,700.
Yeah.
So it's 2/3 of Axe.
So much. Yeah.
They're pushing bot tower. Ollie, of course, with the Elder Dragon form. Now with the splash. Oh, they found Ben. Unfortunately, the stun doesn't go out. He does get the silence off. This is a big Dawnbreaker up. They both just managed to escape it, but it's still going to be a kill on Roids. Though Ollie doesn't seem that scared, to be honest. He's a very, very durable hero, but not durable enough to survive an arena. Unfortunately, there's no cooldown on the Mars. He now has the spear, and they will finally bring down Ollie because the rest of his team are just on the run. Noodles then gets taken down, and Joe has to TP out, so very nice play from the Radiant. And it looks like Wobber's in a bit of trouble too. It gets interrupted by the Dream Coil. That's going to be 4 kills, defending their tier 2 tower with ease.
Yeah, very greedy from Ollie and Roids. Surprise, surprise. To just go under the tier 2 like that. I think they're not in any shape to be making aggressive plays against the Dawnbreaker like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Really nice ult in from Brex to just kind of split it up, save the puck, and then they just get 4 solo kills.
Yeah, straight away ult in. He's now got the rank 2 ultimate, and as you can see, he's gone first item Holy Locket, which actually is really good because Solar Guardian is such a strong heal, even after the nerfs to Holy Locket. 30% more healing on that. How much is it per pulse? 70 per pulse. Does it say how many pulses there are? Does it tell you any of that, or would that be too useful? Pulse interval is 0.5. Total flight duration is 1.7. That's not helpful. How many times does it pulse? Anyone work it out for me? Never mind, better look at the fight. They've taken out Royd. Radiant, they're going for some more. Noodles does spear him away. That was a beautiful spear. He's doing everything he can to survive. Really well played. Unfortunately, the rocket is homing. Part of the ability's name, but he will go down.
Yeah. Trying to make too many plays at the moment, I think.
Yeah, the gold lead is... Ollie is your mid hero. It's pathetic how little he can do to an Ogre. Ogre has 9 armor and 1300 HP. He is not easy to take down. And Dragonite doesn't really hit very hard with that build. No damage items. Just some strength. Ah, Juggernaut. He did go for healing ward cooldown. That's good. It's a good jug player move. I like the Blade Fury radius, actually. The radius becomes massive when you take it.
Yeah, it is good.
Like, you can easily hit multiple people with it, which I prefer over just 5 stats. But we'll see what he goes. I know when you're a core, you're just so much of a... Like, you're so desperate for stats. You tend to take it over everything else. Oh, 10 attack speed. Yeah, I'll take that over, I don't know, half cooldown on one of my abilities.
5 stats is...
It's not a
lot. I think it's pretty decent.
It's alright, it's alright. If you're just farming, the game is full AFK, then yeah, it's quite nice to just have it.
If I go in, I might die. If I go in, I might die.
Oh no. Dan, honestly. Just mute him on my stream. So Brex is doing very well for a support. You can see that not only has he finished a full Holy Locket and had room to fit in the Windlace, he's actually nearly has Aghanim's already. Aghanim's ult, Dawnbreaker, along with Holy Locket. I mean, I'm just going to have to do a quick wiki check, I'm afraid, and hope nothing happens in the meantime, because I want to see how much healing Dawnbreaker's ult is capable of doing, and then we'll add 30% onto that. So, Solar Guardian, obviously someone in the wiki must have calculated it. Okay, interesting. It heals 225, rank 1, 350, rank 2, and 475, rank 3. With Aghanim's, it triples the values, nearly, which obviously makes sense. So rank 2 with Ags is 990 healing. Obviously, it means you can stay in the air for 6 seconds instead of, like, 2. But you can do over 1,000 healing with Holy Locket, 1,300 healing. That's a lot of healing, which is in an AoE and global. But look, Dire, they are wanting to get some kills. They're wanting to go in. A lot of damage onto the Mars. Is it going to result in a kill? They spear him away?
Oh my god.
Did they just save him? Yeah, they just saved him.
Actually had perfect stun stacking. But,
Well, that was a massive mistake, Dan.
I mean, Ollie didn't use Breathe Fire. He had it up the whole time, and he
Was he
could've
waiting
got
for
kill with
the
it.
KS?
Yeah,
Or
he
what
was.
was going on?
Yeah.
That spear, I don't know if he was trying to use it just for the last hit. It does hit very hard. But then he Hood of Defiance off the dots, or to absorb damage from the dots, then he blinked. So, I didn't quite work out how it was intending. So that's unfortunate. They're so desperate to take this tower, and Ollie, he's just going to go down yet again, get speared out of the Dream Coil, and he's taking quite a lot of damage. He's going to go down. Roids, he went with the epicenter, but the BKB from Veteran, he was having none of it, and yet again, Noodles is on the run, tries to TP out.
Which is why.
Nah, gets speared. Goodbye. What did they do? They got... Oh, they did get a kill on Tim.
Tim was just running around for like 20 seconds, which is why they died as 3, because they didn't have their full 5.
Well, that is space created, if I've ever seen it. So well done, Tim.
And he
Creating
used
a diversion.
Omnislash as well.
Yeah, really good diversion created by Tim.
I think they really just miss like reading how much damage this puck is doing.
I think it's the thing about Puck. Yes, the hero doesn't have the same damage as, you know, Queen of Pain, Storm Spirit, Ember Spirit, etc. But when the Puck is level 20, highest net worth, and has the Witchblade, the talents, yeah, it's a lot of damage. Definitely have to respect Puck. I mean, we've played Puck many times between us, and it's quite common to be top damage at the end of a game on Puck.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's about all you do, really. It's just.
Has it really been a year already? That is incredible. Thanks for the resub. You get the big dragon now, I think. The dragon with the crown. King dragon or queen dragon. And Puck with double damage in, so I think we better stay away from that. I tend to go the phase shift attack on Puck quite often. I feel like extra attack maybe better than 12% spell out, but I'm never entirely sure, to be honest.
If I go in, I might die.
Yeah. I used to go the phase shift attack time because I didn't really like it, but I tended to go more on the spell amp now.
Okay.
I think just the ability of obviously.
Oh, we see Jug. Jug has no Manta. That is a big problem for the Juggernaut, and he is going to go down immediately. I mean, that's the problem with using Manta for farm. I think he was dead anyway, shall we say?
I think when you're farming with Manta like that, you have to not be on these kind of camps where, you know, it's dangerous to be there. You have to send the illusions to farm those camps and farm the safe ones.
Bit of a fight breaking out there. Macropie doing a bit of damage, but backwards low. Drops the arena, trying to kill Ollie yet again. How many arenas has Ollie been in? I feel like all of them. He tries to do the tactic again of hugging backwards low, but he's having none of it this time. It spears him directly into the wall. Radiant have created a bit of a lead for themselves. Pretty much every single fight, apart from the odd pickoff, has gone their way. And it's time for Roshan. Veteran's getting pretty big now, nearly caught up to the Juggernaut. He's going for Satanic. He's going for pretty much the tankiest build you could go on Gyro. Ags, BKB, Satanic. I like Tim's build actually, then he got rank 2 Fire Blast.
Yeah.
Prioritizing Bloodlust, I like it.
Talk about get Bloodlust, please.
Bloodlust is so good for your cause. Are they going to drop the full epi? Not just for Tim. He goes in, does not steal the Aegis, and does die. This time not being speared away. They're going to drop the full Omni, but does it matter? No. There is so much. Look at the evasion as well. They just have no way to counter the evasion. You know, the funny thing is, I don't think you consider it, do you, when you're with your building? Oh, the spear does good. He literally goes through that one cut tree. That's quite funny.
And it took him out of the Dream Coil as well.
It did. They dropped the ultimate. They're chasing Ollie. Cool down. Wobbler's in a lot of trouble. He's going to go down. Just drop the Macropie. Veteran is standing here, but he does not care because he has the Aegis anyway. And just another complete dismantling. Trying to find Super Noodles, but he does manage to TP out. It's a bit rough, but I think dropping Omni on the Gyro, you just can't kill him. Not only does he have Aegis and nearly Satanic, but the 60% evasion coming out from Brex, you're never going to kill a single target with Omni Slash without MKB. It's a lot of evasion. It's way more than like a butterfly. It's like a double butterfly. Why is it so much evasion?
Couldn't tell you, mate. Really couldn't tell you.
It's one of those ags that does too much as well. It's like
that's a lot.
Go into the air much quicker, double the duration, like triple the healing, 60% evasion. It's like, okay, let's calm down.
Straight away, like.
It's just too many things.
I don't know what Treader's doing. Why is he right?
Where is he? Yeah, he's getting killed by the Mars at the moment.
Fuck, didn't even go.
There's the kill. Roids goes in with the stun, does manage to escape.
Oh, he.
All found by Tim. Double stun. Veteran, he's got the missile. Royd's going to get 4-staffed away. I think that's Wobber's 4-staff. They are diving under this tier 2 tower. They do not care. Dredder seems to have just rage quit the game as you see Super Meals are disconnected.
I'm guessing that's why he was like fucking about.
Oh, yeah, maybe. They dropped the full epicenter, but is it going to kill the Puck? No, Puck dodges nearly the entire epicenter, but is being spun on, does manage to dream call away, and Ollie is just finally taken down. Spends pretty much the entire time stunned. And now they are turning their attention to the Sand King, who is quickly dismantled by the Puck. It's a really tough game. This is under their tier 2 tower. They have not a chance.
Well, it's like I said, they're just out-sustaining them completely. They have not even close to enough damage to even kill anyone. You know, this Gyro is 2.7k HP, Dawnbreaker is 2.6,
Yeah,
Mars is 2.3. They're just, and on top of the Dawnbreaker, they just can't crack through anything.
It's funny because we thought that at first, well, Dire, they've got all the big damage, but no, it's Radiant actually winning all the team fights effortlessly. But now it's just a snowballing game. 17,000, 18,000 gold advantage. And I think this might be game at this point. Oh, Lincoln's on the Puck. I forgot about that. He tried to break it. Rubik. Gods would be a pretty useless spell for Rubik to have.
Absolutely.
Much damage.
The best spell.
It's a very good. The arena's okay too. But then you don't have Spear. But I guess you can lift them and plonk them into the arena. Not quite the same, is it? Oh, they get the stun. They actually break the Lincolns with Spell Steal. Now comes the cooldown. Veteran is still very strong. They're not going to kill him as well because he has Satanic and Aegis and BKB. There's no way you bring him down. And Ollie is a level 16 Dragon Knight. There is a level 24 Puck in the game. The experience
I
is massive.
I wouldn't be using Spell Steal to break Lincolns at this stage. Unless you have Aegis, it's really not worth it.
Is it because the cooldown is so long?
Yeah, you
15
might
seconds?
as well just use Phase Bolt. Like,
Yeah, that's a good point.
it's a shorter cooldown. It doesn't do as much.
I guess maybe a bit slightly longer
Especially when you
cast.
have like God's Rebuke, like you need a better spell, otherwise you're really useless.
And I guess Spell Steal is your ultimate. Oh, Tim does
Oh,
manage to escape.
in vulnerability.
Vulnerability cape, indeed.
That's a strange manner
I
of
remember when I was young, genuinely, I didn't know the difference between invisibility and invincibility. But you can. I was maybe 3 or 4 years old. Do you know GoldenEye N64?
I do. I never played it, but
It's an
yeah.
absolute classic. I don't know if you're just slightly too young for it, but it was a great game. But I was young. I was useless at it, right? It was very, very difficult. The controls are awful. So it had a cheat that you could set on, and there was a cheat for invisibility, so the enemies couldn't see you, but you could still take damage. But I remember being genuinely baffled as to why I was dying, because I ticked invisibility. Didn't quite understand.
By the gods, the Dire's bottom tower doesn't
Oh,
even have
maybe that's what the Dire are thinking right now.
I know. Oak, I know. These young whippersnappers, they don't know the good Nintendo 64
I
game.
was a bit, yeah. I was alive during Nintendo 64 days. Not that young.
We're just showing our age. Sega was my first console, actually. Mega Drive had the Sonic game. Oh, they're going on Veteran, but he still has... Aegis has just expired. But of course, it does mean he's going to be granted a heal. He's dropped Satanic. There's no way you're killing Satanic BKB. And the Dire, they are just falling. Buyback immediately from Wobber. Ollie gets stunned from the Dream Call. Very long Dream Call. Is that an Ag's Dream Call? Yes, it is. And Ollie just can't do the damage. I mean, he fires out a breath, but they're just beating on him until he dies. That's their tankiest hero gone. There's already a buyback on Wobber. And Noodles is getting quickly taken out outside the base. Does manage to walk into the fountain.
Yeah.
And I think, yep, GG is going to be called. And this Puck's had a great game. 10-0-15. Great to have a perfect score.
Yeah, he really snowballed the game really well.
He did.
Played aggressively against the Jug, made the right rotations. I think the Dire actually made great rotations onto the Gyro. He died a few times in the early game, but they never got to like really put him down enough, and they never really focused the Puck. So.
Yeah, he did have quite a weak early game. You can see his farm is one of the lowest at the beginning, and then he just accelerates by being on the winning team, basically. Not dying after that. So good game. Want to just see the hero damages out of interest, and you can see Puck is miles ahead of everyone. No one is even 20k damage, Puck on 32k. So yes, Puck is absolutely plenty.